So you want to become a filmmaker, you want to become a YouTuber, you want to become big out there on YouTube. Here's some tips to ignore. That's right, I'm giving you tips to ignore. All that coming up right now. Tip number 1, go daily on YouTube. So, here's the thing about this tip and why it's not a good tip to get started on YouTube. People don't have time to make daily videos. The one reason you can't go daily on YouTube is because, if you have a life, then you can't go daily on YouTube because no matter what people tell you, YouTube is one of the most difficult jobs. It's a fact. YouTube is a very hard job, especially if you want to make good quality videos and content rather than something shitty. So, stick to a schedule. Don't go past the schedule. Like for me, starting now, I'm gonna be sticking to a schedule of uploading every Friday and Saturday rather than just uploading once in a week or something and not having a schedule. I think a schedule is key to growing on YouTube and to keeping your viewers active and interactive with the creator. Not going daily, because once you go daily, you're gonna start losing ideas and you're starting to become more shitty at your content. So stick to a schedule. Don't go daily and ignore that tip. Tip number 2, always use tags and hashtags. Yes, this is helpful at times. You can use hashtags to get more viewers in. You can use tags to get more viewers in. But don't rely on that. A lot of YouTubers will tell you to rely on having tags and hashtags in your videos. Do not rely on that. Because from personal experiences, having a simple tag that will draw people in, or a searchable tag I should say, does not help. It doesn't help to draw more people to your channel. You don't want hashtags and tags filling up your videos. Sure, it's good to have tags and hashtags. Don't get me wrong, that's a good idea. But you don't want that filling up your videos, because if you do, then they're gonna look like you just want attention. You don't want that. There are plenty of other ways to try to get people to draw to your videos. And that leads me to tip number 3. Tip number 3 to ignore. Have good tech. No. Here's the thing. A lot of big YouTubers have actually said this before. You don't need to spend as much as a dime to get good at YouTube. Use what you have. Right now I'm using an iPhone camera as my camera for vlogs and other stuff, because that's all I have. And I'm actually pretty impressed with the quality of my videos. This is a tip to ignore the most. You have to use what you have. Don't go out and buy stuff just because you think it'll give you good quality. The good quality comes from editing and softwares, not by the tech you have. So you need to stick with what you've got. And you can possibly get more people to your channel if you give them a good video. But one thing, a key element to a good video, if it's a vlog, a short story, anything, have a story. Stick to that story throughout the video. And do not, I repeat, do not go off topic. Stick to the story. I personally have a hard time sticking to a story unless it comes to a short film. But it is important to stick to a story in a vlog, in a regular video. If you have one topic you're making a video about, stick to the topic. Don't get off topic. That is one important thing. If you want to become big, it doesn't matter how many views you get, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you get. You must stick to schedule, you must work with what you got, and you must stick to a story. There are a lot of people who use interesting stories to get people to their channel, to keep people watching. Like right now, I'm using this whole story about getting big on YouTube and becoming a filmmaker as a way to get people to my channel, because my channel is dead. No, I'm kidding though. But another thing is, acknowledge that you're a small channel. Don't pretend like, oh, I'm a big channel and I have this whole fan base. Acknowledge that, oh, I'm small. I am small. Know that you're small, and try not to drive viewers away from your channel. Mostly, don't be mean to your viewers. Do not treat them like trash. Don't do that. That's only gonna make viewers turn away from your videos. Remember, the audience wants this, and if you want an audience, you got to attract an audience. You don't want to drive them away. That is tip number 3. Keep an audience. And this is not a tip to ignore. I know, this is all about tips to ignore, but this is the only tip you should follow. Keep your audience. Keep them entertained. Be good at what you're doing. Don't, and I repeat, do not be mean to your audience. I mean, ever. Don't do that. That is a bad move. Don't be mean to your audience, and don't act like you have more subscribers or viewers, because you might not. So acknowledge that the fact that you're a small channel. Don't be mean to your audience, and don't feed into your ego. Now, that is all I have. If you follow these tips, you might stay the same. You might stay the same. But this will help you. Or it should help you, I should say. This should help you learn how to do YouTube videos, how to do good ones, how to stick to an audience, how to get more views. This should help you. So, that is it for right now. And before we go, I just wanted to mention, you should notice that I've changed my name, because I figured out the first channel name, Matt's House of Horror, was too long of a name, and it didn't really tell you what this was gonna be about. But my changing the channel name to my actual name actually is telling the audience that I'm a vlogger. I do vlogs. At times I do horror stuff. Rather than it just being called House of Horror, meaning I'm only gonna do horror related content. Having my full name on the channel tells you that I'm gonna be doing much more content than just horror content, than just vlogs. It tells you I'm gonna be doing much more with this channel. So if you'd be so kind as to hit that big red subscribe button, and hit that big thumbs icon, and also hit the bell icon for notifications of my future videos, and I'll see you guys next time with a brand new video. Goodbye.